Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. So I'm just guessing that if you have clicked on this video, that means you definitely need help with a topic which is called absolute values. Which makes sense, it's an important topic in ACT. So let's first of all understand the basics. All the things that people usually know about absolute values is this stuff. So it's this. So absolute value of -5, everybody knows it's 5. Absolute value of 5 though stays 5 because, as you know, absolute values can't be negative. So absolute values result stays positive or 0, given that you have a 0 inside the absolute value function. Now, how is this tested on the test? Is like this. Now, as we have seen that absolute value of -5 and absolute value of 5 stays the same, so we can take out our rule number 1 from here, which is absolute value of x and absolute value of -x is always the same. Now that's only just the starting. We'll move on to the new rules, but for that we need more examples. So let us see how can I go further in the same direction. So if I just say 4 minus 5, so what should it be? Just think about it in your mind and you'll come to know that 4 minus 5 is -1, which gets changed to 1. That's easy, right? Let's look at the other example, which is 5 minus 4 is equal to what? So it's going to be absolute value of 1, which again results in 1. Combining these two rules, I can say that 4 minus 5 will stay same as 5 minus 4, which can give us the next rule, which is, let me just change the color, it's going to be this. So absolute value of x minus y and absolute value of y minus x will stay the same. So you must have seen that as far as you are changing all the signs inside the absolute value functions, the result doesn't really change. So in here I changed positive 4 to negative 4, whereas negative 5 was changed to 5. So as far as you are changing all the signs, the result is unaffected. Now let's come to the kind of question that they usually ask. So the first kind is asking you the possible values of x. So I'll take the example, which is going to be quite easy. Absolute value of x results in a 5. So what should be the value of x? Now you just have to think about the same direction. Maybe x was originally positive, that gets you the result as 5. So x can be 5. Or the other way around is, maybe originally x was something negative that got changed to positive. That gets you the other possible value of x as -5. Now that was not hard. So let's look at how can we do another question. If absolute value of x has resulted in 10, so possible values of x can be a positive 10 or a negative 10, right? Let's look at another example. Now this will be interesting. Absolute value of x has resulted in -5. What should be the value of x? Now you can keep thinking all day, but you'll still not give me the correct answer if you get me any value, because there are no solutions to this thing. Reason? Because absolute value can't result in any negative value. That's the whole point. Absolute value is, now you must be thinking, what does it really mean? So absolute value means distance of a number from 0 on number line. So when I really said that what will be the absolute value of 5, I asked you what should be the distance of -5 from 0. So you have to go 5 units away, so the result was 5. Now anyway, the next kind of question that can be asked is x minus 3 absolute value results in 20. what are all possible values, right? So let us just see. I've seen students using different ways. Some students use the purely algebraic method by saying that, okay, if it is true, then maybe it is equal to 20, or x minus 3 is equal to minus 20. This one will get you the value of x as 23, and the other one will get you the value as x is equal to minus 17. That's not bad at all. It still gets you the correct value. But then there is one more way that you can do the same question in, which means you have to think about the whole situation in a current new perspective. I'll tell you. Suppose absolute value of x minus 3 is equal to 20. Now that's given to you. What you have to do is look at this number. This number is minus 3. You have to take the opposite sign value, which is going to be 3. Now put that on a number line. Now you have to use this number as distance on either side. So that means you have to go 20 units. So you have to go 20 units on the right hand side. That means you have to add 20 to get a value which is 23, and you have to go 20 units on the left, which means you have to subtract 20 from 3 to get the other value. This way helps in many different kind of questions that we'll have a look at later, but for now, all you have to do is do the opposite sign of this number and then put that on a number line, and then go these many units away on either side. So let's try one more here. So the next thing is x plus 3, absolute value of x plus 3 is equal to 10. Let's do it using the number line method that we have just now used. You have to take opposite sign of this, which is negative 3. Now you have to go these many units away on either side. So that gets you minus 3 plus 10, which is how much? It's going to be 7. Whereas on the left hand side, if you subtract 10 from minus 3, you'll get a negative 13. That gets you two possible values, which are negative 13 or 7. I hope you understood the whole thing. So we'll try to use this current knowledge that we have gained till now on the questions that we have for you. For example, this question says, what will be the sum of all possible values of x if, please write this one. So yeah, this question says that if absolute value of x minus 2 is equal to 10, what is the sum of all possible values of x? So what you have to do here is you have to do the same thing. So we are given that absolute value of x minus 2. I'll change the color for this one so that we can clearly see the solution different from the question. So x minus 2 absolute value is equal to 10. So let's do the same thing. We have 2 in the middle. You go 10 there, you get a 12. You go 10 there and you get a minus 8. Now sometimes in ACT they make the question very unobvious. That means many students are prone to mark a 12, which is the first thing that you got, but that's not the answer. There is more to the question, sum of all possible values. So you'll eliminate 12, and in a similar manner, if you have got minus 8, that won't be the answer. We are interested in getting the sum of all possible values of x, which is going to be 12 minus 8, which is 4. So the result will be 4. Moving on to the next type of question that says, what is the value of this whole expression? So let us see how to solve this one. I'll again change the color. Now, minus absolute value of minus 4 plus 10 plus 20. Now you have to solve this thing first. So let us see. 10 minus 4, we can read this as 10 minus 4 instead of minus 4 plus 10, and that gets us a 6, a negative waiting outside, and then to the whole result we have to add 20. So this thing will get you a minus 6 and 20 because 6 only gets out of the absolute value and there is a minus waiting outside, and hence the result will be a 14. So again the same thing, it can't be any other answer choice but 14. The last question that we'll do for today is this one. It's already on blue. Now, which of the following is equivalent to absolute value of 3 minus x plus absolute value of x minus 3? By looking at the whole expression here, we know for sure that this whole thing has to be positive because it's the absolute value, and the other thing also has to be positive, again because it's the absolute value. Positive plus positive can never be negative, so the result has to be a positive thing as well. So we can eliminate all the answer choices that get you a possible negative answer. That way you can eliminate B, C or D. But now let us see how to do it using the rules that we have learned. I know that 3 minus x can be written as x minus 3. Remember, as far as you are changing all the signs inside the absolute value, it stays the same result. Plus the other thing is already x minus 3. So this gets us to believe that the result will be twice of x minus 3. There are two twice of x minus 3 if you see. So D can't be the answer because this can still get you a negative value, but this here will be the answer. So that's all pretty much from my side for absolute value. I hope you understood everything. If there are any doubts related to this topic, you can let us know in the comment section. And goes without saying, if you really liked the video, if you really understood something. So if you have any doubt on absolute value topic, you can let us know in the comment sections. Also, if you liked the video, if you really understood something, if you really gained something from the video, you can go on and hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to our channel. And that's all pretty much from my side today. Thank you so much.